Sister, good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning, good morning.
Happy Black Excellence Month.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here, man.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, but it's been a while. I haven't seen you like 2-3 months.
Yes.
This year. Happy New Year. Merry
Right.
Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving in
Right.
advance. Everything in advance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Creative Hustle Show. Today I have my sister. As you can tell, I forgot I'm supposed to be professional, but we are here to talk about the hustle. We are here to talk about a lot of Black excellence that you have missed out on here in the Northwest. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Introduce yourself to the audience and tell them what you do.
Okay. My name is Kiara Hall. I am a creative. I have a music school and a CMOS business. I also help a lot of other entrepreneurs launch and develop their ideas. And I'm really excited to do this interview.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. She's an artist. She's an entrepreneur, an activist, multiple businesses. She's just everywhere. Octopus money. She's out there. Black excellence. Now let's begin. For people who haven't met you before, what does your name mean? Does it have a special meaning? Because in Africa, we have meanings.
So my name is Kiara,
Okay.
and it means the light of God.
Light of God. Good.
Kiara,
Yeah, I like that.
light, Ra, God.
God, yes.
So, light of God.
When did you move? Born and raised in Seattle?
No, I
Okay.
was actually born in New Jersey,
Mhm.
and I lived there for the first decade of life.
Mhm.
And then we moved here. My stepdad started working for Microsoft.
Okay.
And so we moved here in 2000.
2000.
And I've been here this whole time, and everybody still asks me, where are you from?
They can
Because
tell.
I
Yeah.
don't give off Seattleite. Apparently, I just give myself away often.
First time I met you, I thought you were from Ghana. Remember?
Everybody says that.
It was that. Yeah, I was like, she's from Ghana, definitely.
Like, I get asked him, like, are you Habesha?
Yeah.
No. Like, you Igbo? I'm
Yeah.
like, no. I'm from New Jersey. People
Mhm.
keep asking, like, where's my family from? My father's side of the family is from Jamaica. My
Mhm.
mother's side of the family is Native and African American.
Correct.
So, but we're from New Jersey, so it comes out often.
It trickles down. Sometimes it
Yeah.
just sneaks out there.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a business owner in Seattle for a while. What are some of the things you love about what you do?
What I love about being a entrepreneur is that I get to build to the world that I want to see.
Okay.
So I get to create my own environment, which is really excellent because I know I learned very early that like being in other people's spaces, I was underutilized. Like my intelligence was underutilized.
Yeah.
My opinion wasn't listened to. They just had me working. I wasn't seeing my, no dividends.
They're not feeling your power
at all.
Mm-hmm.
And always having to diminish myself in spaces because I'm so creative and I'm so solution oriented. They're like, oh, let's use that idea. They never get the credit for the idea. Not that that's important because the mission is what's important.
Correct.
But it's also it was terribly unfulfilling.
Reductive.
It was reductive and unfulfilling.
Correct.
So I was like, well, I want to, one, have something to pass on to my son. Two, be able to create opportunities for myself and others. Three, be able to earn and keep all the money that I make.
Yes.
That I make. And three, design a more holistic company.
Companies, correct.
That was, as I guess it's a little socialist to be like, oh, I should pay you what it costs to live here, not what it costs to run business. I will just adjust my prices accordingly and let the market meet me where it's at. You know? And then also finding scholarships and sponsors for
donations,
my music, for the music program,
correct.
so that people can take classes if they want to and not have to pay, what it costs really
to produce.
Really do it,
Yeah,
right?
correct.
So being able to, one, pay myself and then also pay my employees
correct.
what they need to be paid in order to live comfortably in Seattle, not on the whole like starving artists. We're not trying to create more starving artists.
No, we are tired of starving. We've been starving for so it's time to eat.
Right? So like I operate in abundance all the time.
I like that.
So whether it be I don't dream small. Definitely not.
Everything
Never
big.
dream small. Everything
Correct.
big. Everything big.
Yeah, let's
Everything
go.
big.
Everything big. Big. That's what it's 2024.
Right.
Bigger and better.
Yes.
Tell us about the space. You had this space. That's the first time we actually met.
Yes.
This space was downtown,
You were
First
a
Ave. Yeah, you know me. I remember everything. Those food, those people, those music.
Yes.
Tell us about this space and the importance of having such spaces in the community.
Okay.
What's the name of the space, by the way?
So I partnered with 𝐄𝐍𝐉𝐎, who is the founder and owner of Batter Body, and we helped create the Self-Care Square, our brick and mortar location that was through the Seattle Restored program. We're not going to get into that, but the location was in Belltown, and she was like, I want to create a space for Black people and to make our product a maker space, so you can come to engage in the product, not just buy it. So you get to actually be a part of the making process if you want to, or learn from us in the way to make it. And then we also participated in the Belltown Artwork, so we had a big gallery as well. So there's lots of painters and a lot of we also had a sculptor come in one time.
Oh, really?
So that was pretty cool.
So when they come in,
arranged the space as an event space and a creators maker space, and so everybody would come and be like, "What is this?" And it was real Black. Oh yeah, it was so excellent. Lots of aunties coming through. It was nice.
I love that. Why is it important for you to pour back to like community, like supporting, like, hey, if we're gonna eat, we're gonna make sure that guy also. What's the importance of? Why do you? Or do you naturally love African food?
Well, yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Flavors.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
It be seasoned and it be good.
Yeah.
So actually, I made a lot of the food.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I used to think, okay.
I made a lot of the food.
You know how to cook that much?
Yes.
Okay, let's get it.
And then when I did order out, like I ordered from Jenny's Ethiopian, and I don't know if you've ever had her food because she does corporate catering. And so you can't really order nothing small from her. But she does have a location in in Pike Place Market.
Pike Place, okay.
And so that's Jenny's Ethiopian, and she makes some of the best Ethiopian food I've had in my life. And she's taught me so much about being an entrepreneur. She has a multi-million-dollar business. Whoa. When I tell you she big boss, she big boss,
everything big boss.
And so I've learned that when you're pouring into other people, they pour into you.
Sure, they pour into you, correct.
So I used to work with her, for her, really, and she's like, "Oh, let me help you with this in your business, and let me help you with that," and then like, "Oh, let me help you with this," and so it's a mutual benefit. So when you're partnering with the community, you make it sure that it's mutual.
It's mutual, right? Yes, mutual love.
It's a mutual love, mutual benefit.
It's not parasitic. It's good.
So when we have painters come in to display their art. We make sure that like they have a platform, that they have a voice, and they also talk about us in exchange. We use their platform, they use ours. It's
different elements coming together.
In order to really grow, you have to pull from somewhere, right? And it's not just from sheer willpower.
Correct.
Like there's community that ties in, that feeds in and nourishes your business, and you do the same for them. And also just creating that network and maintaining that network is so important, because how do you get anything done unless you know somebody? Like if anybody has taught you anything in this country, is that like it does matter who you know.
It does matter.
It does matter who you know.
Correct. It's
and
important.
That's why I'm really glad to be here on this podcast right now, because it matters who you know. It matters who your outreach is. And I've even seen HR managers be like, "Oh, we've invited people in to interview. We only consider the people that knew somebody here."
Yeah, you know why?
Only consider the people that knew somebody.
Reputation is gold.
Right.
Reputation is everything.
Yeah.
We noticed, in the studio, everybody is noticing, you have some fine print. Is this from Ghana, or is it a mixture of fabrics from West and East? Who and where did you buy it?
This? I got from a local vendor. My Auntie Kim. I love her.
Oh, Auntie Kim. Shout out to Auntie Kim. Okay.
She, right now, I think she's doing like cake instead. She's like cake decorating and and alcohol.
Great.
But she has a small boutique, and I bought this from her. And when I tell you this dress is giving, it is always.
Where can they buy the dress if people want to support Auntie?
I think you just have to find her on her Instagram.
Okay, you will drop the Instagram and we'll drop it them. Yeah. Okay, great. Now, as a Black woman in business, what are some of the challenges that you've gone through, from grant writing to sponsorships to collabs? Because I know it's not easy. You gotta go do some shit.
Well, challenges. I think the only challenges that I've had with, I guess, like being denied access to things.
Yeah, that's tough.
I've definitely had situations where like I meet all the qualifications, but they're just like, but just someone else, and I'm like, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué, Maria? Like, what is this? But you know, it's all right. But I always find a way. So I'm not easily defeated. You can't be easily defeated. That's not one of your options. Like, it's either you're gonna make it or you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it or you're gonna make it. Like,
I like that. Either way, it's 100-100. Win-win.
Win-win.
Yeah.
All you do is like there's no
correct.
There's no telling me no. That's not really one of your options.
That's what we're doing right here.
Like, you can say no over here, but I'm gonna go get it over there. Like, period.
What are some of the things you look forward to sharing and just blessing the community with in 2024? What do we have in store?
I'm so excited.
What is it?
It might be too soon to brag, but I was offered a director position for a community housing project over in West Seattle, and they want me to create and direct a music program. So I'll be hosting piano classes for the community. It'll be paid for by the nonprofit, and they'll be buying all the instruments. They'll be paying the teachers. They it's available. You come. They have the space. They got the space. They got the time. They got the people. They got the money. They were just like, create this thing and we'll just make it happen. And I want to tell you, I had been talking to my friend just a moment ago about it. I was like, last week, I was like, I really want to do this thing. And we have a summer program where we're going to be having the musicians create the music for the play that we're going to put on.
Is there a criteria of how you're going to, these musicians, are you going to put like a list down, like they can register? What's going on?
Yeah. So the students will be the musicians, right? And of course, whatever they compose will be added into the show that we're going to host in the summer. So we'll have a playwright write something. We'll have costume designers, set designers, the whole entire thing, so the kids can learn how to do those crafts, and they'll also get to participate in putting on the show and being in the show. And that was something that I was super excited about. And not only that, they were like, we got the time, the space, the money, the facility, the people. We just need you. And I was like, hallelujah.
Show up. Win-win.
They were like, we need you to do it. And I was like, absolutely. So
I love that.
That's what we're doing with the music school. And then for my 𝐶MOS business, I'm working on getting into grocery stores and into our local cafes.
Let's break into 𝐶MOS. Don't rush it. Let's break into 𝐶MOS. What's the benefits of 𝐶MOS? I'm from, to be honest, in East Africa. I left a while back from Nairobi, Kenya, but I've never really used 𝐶MOS ever since I moved up here. Yeah. So the people have never used it before. What's the benefit of 𝐶MOS?
Okay. Well, I mean, the reason probably that you haven't had it in Nigeria,
Kenya.
Oh, in Kenya.
Yeah.
Sorry, in Kenya.
Yeah.
Why did I say Nigeria? Nairobi. There we go.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I know I heard it. I know I didn't hear that right. Okay. So it's a seaweed that grows in the tropical waters.
Okay.
And usually around like shallow tropical water. It's in the Caribbean and all of the Caribbean, like the entire Caribbean belt.
Yeah, correct.
Around the whole globe, because you'll find it in Vietnam, you'll find it in St. Lucia, you'll find it in Jamaica, you'll find it in Honduras, and
Cape Verde.
like yeah, you'll find it there as well. So it's a seaweed that has 92 essential nutrients. A lot of people say minerals, but the thing is, if you eat that many minerals, you're basically eating a rock.
Yeah,
it's essential nutrients.
Yeah,
right? So it's 92 essential nutrients, and your body will use it anywhere it needs it. And the most immediate benefits that you'll notice is the reduction in inflammation. You'll have a reduction in mucus build up in the body. It will help break that down. It also helps heal the gut as well. So if you have any imbalances, you're going to poop.
You're going to poop. It's going to help you. It's going to flush everything out.
But not violently, though. Like, you're not going to be screaming on the toilet. But
no, it's not like a laxative. Like
it's not a laxative. Yeah, but, you get your smooth moving. Then the next benefits, you'll notice that your joints and your thyroid will be
I like that for women, older people, arthritis, all that, just eating that sponge. I love that. Like, my mama has arthritis, so I know that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I make my 𝐶MOS with inspired recipes. Somebody will say, oh, I need this. And I'm like, oh, my dad's an herbalist. I'll ask him some questions and I'll, do the research and then create something for them that is actually what they need and, get some feedback and adjust as I go. So some of my orders are custom made, but I do have some staple flavors that are the absolute favorite. I have a saffron mango one. That one's very expensive because I import my sea moss from St. Lucia. I import my saffron from India.
That's expensive. You have to pay
my Ceylon cinnamon from Mexico, I believe. Yeah, from Mexico. So there's a lot of worldly ingredients that come together
of worldly experiences in your products.
In my product. And then also, of course, you got to have hibiscus because the hibiscus is everything. It's good. It's got a lot of
I like hibiscus
antioxidants in there, which is really good for your blood.
And where can they buy this sea moss?
Right now, you can get it from my website, which is mahabamoss.com.
Say it slower. My African people in my village, we listen slow. I have big ears, but we listen slow. So help me. My grandma is listening. Okay.
Mahaba Moss.
So is it www?
Yeah.
You gotta say that. I'm telling you, boomers are listening. The whole thing. Boomers are listening.
It's www.mahabamoss.com.
Cool. Awesome. Guys, go there, support sister, get that sea moss. I learned about it a few years back. It's benefited me a lot. So you guys get in there. Also, make sure you follow her on social media. Make sure you go support her business. There's a lot of things coming up great in Seattle. We are connecting everybody. This is the year of bridging gaps. Now, what's your typical day off work like? What do you do? Me, I like shaving, but that's all. I just go to the barbershop. It's a therapy for me. What do you do?
I like to go to the spa.
Spa? Okay.
I like to go to Banyo 5. And I like to go dancing at Century Ballroom. I like go to the movies. I might go out hiking or go camping somewhere. Or maybe I'll go do something I've never done before. Like for my birthday, I went to go fly a plane.
Hey! Was that scary?
I'm terrified of heights, but I'm like, fix your fears.
Fix your fears. Let's go.
So, just go do something new. Yeah.
I went skydiving with people. I did not leave the plane. I told them, I paid, but take me back down. I don't know, you cannot kill me today.
You're already up
My ancestors are watching me play.
You might as well fly for a moment.
I'll just be on there. Everybody jumped. Me, I did not. I'm a coward for some things. My ancestors fought so. Imagine if my people here that I left.
Could you imagine them meeting you in the afterlife? What did you do?
I was jumping off the plane.
You did what?
I paid so much expensive visa to come jump off the plane.
$500 to jump
Nonsense.
off the plane.
My ancestors would be rolling in their grave. I told everybody in the plane was white but me. I knew they were confusing me. So I stayed for my ancestors.
You were like, I'm not going.
Let me ask you. If you were to go to Africa, what is your top 5 countries you'd want to visit if you have $10,000 off the top right now?
Is that all it costs?
No. This is just 10,000 to just make you go to any place.
Okay.
This is top 5. You don't have to. 10,000 less for 5 countries. You need like 100K.
Okay, so first Gambia.
Okay, Gambia.
I want to go to Kenya because why not? Step foot over there.
Come there, man. Come.
I definitely want to go to South Africa.
Yeah, I've heard vibes from there. Yeah.
I want to go to Tanzania. And I want to go to
Morocco. I've seen so many things right now, so many marketing things about North Africa. I'm excited that they're getting more open-minded because a few years back, North was kind of like not a place you want to like travel and stuff. But I think the world is opening up more and people are changing their perspectives. Yeah. What do you think? Since you're trans-African, you're almost African. Your passport is on the way. I saw it in my dream. It's coming. How can we improve our relationships between Afro-African, Caribbean, and African Americans in Seattle?
Specifically in Seattle.
I'm not trying to save everybody. I don't have the strength or the bandwidth. I'm here.
Okay, so specifically in Seattle, I would say that we need to intentionally have spaces where we share space. Because I noticed that there's African events and there's Black American events.
This is Jamaican events, Caribbean events.
They're in little pods where you find your own community. There's Ethiopian events, and then there's Nigerian events.
Yeah.
And then let's do something that's all together. And I find that we see each other like, oh, that's my cousin, but like they over there though.
Yeah.
And there's no reason. Seattle's not that big. Like
Correct.
we can find space and time to get together.
And
just exist and be happy together. Just just vibe.
Correct.
Just come together. Maybe throw a party. Don't go crazy. But like just be and share space so that we can get to know each other. Because I feel like there's a lot of like, oh, my culture does this, but yours does that.
Oh, yeah. There's not
like seeing eye to eye,
understanding each other.
Yeah, there's not a lot of understanding.
It's a lot of walls.
It's like we all here.
Right.
We all here, but we're all just thugging it out by ourselves. And I mean, like, it's a little like Seattle's high beige, yo.
Yeah.
Like, we really need to get together.
Just turn it down a little bit.
Not to I mean, but like to not feel so isolated. It's very easy to feel isolated in this city. And it's so funny that I know everybody here, but we don't see each other very often.
Oh, yeah. Yes. No,
right?
We'll fix that.
We haven't seen each other in months, bro.
And we live here. Like, literally, same zip code. Yeah. We need to do better. This year we do better.
We better not live in the same zip code. You better not tell me that.
Let me tell you, I saw you buying groceries the other day, but I didn't want to just break into your house.
But lies you tell.
But we will think about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having so much fun here. If they want to follow you and support you, where can they follow you?
Okay, so on Instagram, well, actually on all the profiles.
All profiles.
It is at Mahabamas. And then there's also my personal one if you want to talk to me. That's Kiara Hall 91 on Instagram. Or you can just find me. I'm not hard to find. I'm super duper visible. It's Kiara Hall. Yeah. Like, if you can't, I'll put it up there. It'll be in the comment section. I'll put it in the comment section. So. I'll be in the comment section hollering at all y'all.
The last question, because I didn't want to be dark on all of this video, but we met through an activist in Seattle. Yes. Shout out to Elijah Lewis. He's actually the one who first time made me and Sibo pull up to your space. And that guy from Phenomenal T. From Phenomenal T. Rest in power to Mr. Elijah. How did Elijah point to, or you point to him? How was your artistic relationship? Yes. How was it? And how what are you missing from that? That's the last question. I'm sorry, I didn't want to go dark. I just want to do him justice because remember.
Just like, I mean, that is how we met, and so it's not dark. It's like, because when I tell you, that Elijah was a light to everybody.
Right, you already know. Yeah. Why do you think I bring him in every interview? I just gotta mention.
Phenomenal human being. We were working together on so many different projects. Because I'm a professional enabler. Like, he'll say, oh, I want to do this thing. And I'm like, this is how you can do this. And this is how you can do this. And this is how you can do that.
Professional enabler. And now I'm learning English, I just fresh off the boat.
It's like professional enabler. I don't find reasons to tell myself no. So I often don't tell other people that their dreams can't come true. So we definitely fed off of each other in that way. Because he'll ask me like, oh, sis, how do you do blah, 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 blah? Or can we potentially do this project or something like that? And I'm like, of course. And I'll send him a whole document about how this can happen and how it can get done. Give me like a couple of days or whatever. And he'd be like, oh, great. Let me call some people. Let me call these people. And then if I had an event or something like that and I needed him to come through, he would pull up with like 12 folks. It would always like hella homies deep. He just had community that would always like somehow support him, bring him around. And when he said he was going to do something, he was going to be doing correct, right? He would do it.
That's one of the things that put us together.
To myself, I was like, yo, if he says he's going to do it,
and he does it,
I got to do better. We're very like competitive in that way. He's just like, oh, I'm doing this. I'm like, I'm doing this. Well, fucking congratulations.
I love that.
And so we encourage each other a lot. And held each other accountable in good ways, and in a way where like it's a very healthy competitiveness. I
like that.
Where it was like, oh, I want to see you do this next year. Let me show you how you can do this, or can I help you? Can I put you in connection with this person so like we can all work on this thing together? Mind you, I always got like 5 pots stirring, but he's like, I got time. I'm like, how? He would make one day be like 36 hours worth of productivity
because of different pockets and different places that he's falling into.
I don't know when he went to sleep. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, he's like, some people say, oh yeah, I talked to him for like 3 hours the other day. I'm like, I was on the phone with him for 2 hours, like back to back. He's like, yeah, I went to the gym, and I was like, you was at the gym for how many hours? Am counting for the time? And I'm like, when did you go to bed? He's like, huh? And I'm like,
bro, that's a lot. Like, you took a lot. You gave a lot. You poured a lot.
Yeah, he's like, he had this also very abundant energy.
An energy, correct?
Yeah, a very abundant energy. Yeah.
Thank you for taking us through that memory lane. I know it's deep, but it's important. I think these stories need to be told.
Yes.
And this impacts needs to be shared.
Yeah.
All right. So, parting shot. You either speak in patois or speak in English. Tell them, encourage somebody and tell them what you're all about. Give us a parting shot.
I think something that you must do before you leave Earth, walk in abundance.
Walk in abundance.
It's very easy to get down and defeated in times where it's like, oh, everything's expensive and this. You're finding a reason to tell yourself no. Find a reason to tell yourself yes, a lot, and enjoy yourself. Intentionally enjoy yourself, because that energy is will fill you up a lot better than giving into like depression and giving into the things that will bring you down, because it's a lot of it takes a lot of energy to be sad. It takes a lot of energy to be angry. Then you're just useless for a long time. Useless. So you might as well like intentionally enjoy yourself, walk in abundance, believe that your dreams can come true, and then do something about it. Don't just talk about it. Do something about it. Even if it's just writing it down and then tell somebody about it. Because that person might be like, oh, I know somebody that can help you get that done. So now you're not at square one anymore. You're not just at an idea anymore. You're on to step 2. It gives you, some feet to run with,
Good spot. I love it.
So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a beautiful moment. Now, me and Sis are going to have some coffee and catch up why we've not met each other this year. Thank you for listening. Go follow Solo CMOS. And you heard the germs, right? Yes to yourself. Yes to 2024. Yes to being Black excellence. Yes to being productive. Yes to being alive. Thank you. Creative Hustle. It's a wrap.